Gino Palazzolo sat on the edge of his bed, gripping his phone as his fingers twitched with nervous energy. The past few months had been a whirlwind of accusations, revelations, and betrayals, and now it was time for the truth. The 90-day Fiancé tell-all special was just around the corner, and Gino knew he couldn't stay silent anymore. Jasmine Pineda, his fiancé-turned-wife-turned-rollercoaster of chaos, had been weaving a web of deceit so tangled even she had started to get caught in it. The lies, the gaslighting, the emotional outbursts, it was all about to be exposed. He took a deep breath and scrolled through his text messages. There they were, the messages that started it all. Conversations with her ex, bank transactions that didn't add up, and half-truths wrapped in crocodile tears. Enough is enough, he muttered. Tonight, the world would finally see the real Jasmine. The studio was buzzing with energy, tension hanging thick in the air. Gino adjusted his signature fedora, his fingers tightening around the brim. Across the room, Jasmine sat with her arms crossed, shooting daggers at him with her eyes. The rest of the cast members, Big Ed, Angela, Yara, and even a hesitant-looking Michael, were watching the drama unfold like spectators at a gladiator match. Shawn Robinson, the ever-composed host, settled into her chair and gave her signature diplomatic smile. Gino, Jasmine, it's been quite a season for you two. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but tonight, we're here to clear the air. Gino, you've hinted that Jasmine hasn't been entirely honest. Can you elaborate? Jasmine's lips curled into a tight smile. Here we go, she muttered under her breath. Gino swallowed hard. This was his moment. I love Jasmine, but there are things she's been hiding. Things that I didn't even know until recently. Jasmine rolled her eyes. Like what? Gino, what lies are you talking about? Gino took a deep breath and turned to the audience. She lied about her ex. She told me she had cut all ties, that she didn't talk to him, but I found messages. Long conversations. Some even from when we were engaged. Gasps rippled through the cast. Even Angela looked momentarily stunned. Shawn leaned in. Jasmine, do you have anything to say to that? Jasmine scoffed. Oh, please. Gino, you are so insecure. Those messages meant nothing. I was just being polite. Polite. Gino's voice wavered. Jasmine, you told him you missed him. That you wished things had been different. You called him MIA more. The audience let out a collective oof. Jasmine's face turned red. That was a mistake. I didn't mean it like that. Gino pulled out his phone and held it up. You told me you weren't speaking to him, but these texts are from 2 months ago. After we got married. Silence. Jasmine's eyes darted around the room, looking for an escape. Shawn cleared her throat. Jasmine, we've also heard that there were financial disagreements between you and Gino. Can you tell us about that? Jasmine flipped her hair over her shoulder. I never lied about money. Gino promised to take care of me, and that's what he did. Gino let out a humorless laugh. No, Jasmine, that's not the issue. You told me you needed money for your apartment in Panama, but then I found out you had already paid for it months before." Jasmine's eyes widened. "That's not true." Gino reached into his pocket and pulled out a printed bank statement. "Then explain this." The camera zoomed in as Gino held up the paper. Jasmine's face went pale. "I gave you thousands of dollars to help with rent, but it turns out you had already handled that. So where did that money go, Jasmine?" Jasmine fumbled for words. I had other expenses, Gino. You don't understand what it's like to be a woman and have needs." Yara shook her head. "Girl, stop. This is not about needs. This is about being honest." Jasmine turned to Gino, her voice trembling. "I used some of it for personal things." Gino's jaw clenched. "Like what?" Jasmine's lips pressed together in a thin line. The tension in the room was unbearable. Sean, sensing the moment, leaned forward. "Gino, is there more?" Gino hesitated. He wasn't sure if he wanted to go there. But Jasmine had left him no choice. He sighed. "There's a video." Jasmine's face went from defensive to outright panic. "No, Gino. Don't do this." The cast members leaned in, their interest piqued.